Hello and welcome to Proceed to Checkpoint, playing Game of Thrones.
River Spring. 15 years ago it was one of the region's most flourishing towns.
If you remember last week, our main character died at the hands of the wildlings.
And the death of Lord Reynold Sarwick will not improve matters.
So this appears to be the start of the actual game, and that was just training or a prologue of some kind.
His eldest son. They say that his daughter is the one who makes decisions since then, and you can see where that has led.
River Spring. It is much changed.
Have you been here before?
It has been a long time.
I used to live in River Spring. I left 15 years ago.
Yes, that was a while ago. Back then, the town was still prosperous.
What happened?
I don't know the details, but I think it had something to do with the eldest Sarwick boy leaving.
So the Lord's son appears to have gone, and this whole town's a shit heap because of it.
What would a red priest like you be doing here?
He asked too many questions.
That is a private matter.
Ah, my apologies. In that case, enjoy your stay in River Spring, my lord. If you should need my services again, please don't hesitate to find me.
Understood.
My lord, would you at least give me your name?
Sir Alistair Sarwick.
Father above,
Haha.
after so long? We thought you had disappeared. My sympathies for your father. I did not recognize you.
My God R'hllor.
Oh, so I'm
Thank you for
the son.
ferryman.
So this shit heap is all my fault. Right. Combat style. Water dancer, sellsword, archer. You know what? Has to be water dancer. Mainly because wasn't that the style Arya Stark learned? So I want to go for... What do I want to go for as a water dancer? Strength and agility and endurance. Fuck it. Pure guess. Now, intensity. Have to pick this one. Light as a feather. And vicious circle for critical strike chance. That'll do us. And skill points. Double swords seems the way to go. And light armor. There we go. That'll do us. Oh, back to these traits again. So we have to find a balance between traits. 2 extra skill points per level. Each time you use a flask, there's a 15% chance of failing. That works. Can we leave it there? You can choose up to 3 strengths. What else do we need? Chance to inflict stun with each attack sounds good. Poison effect duration plus 3 seconds. Yeah, let's go for that. Damage taken by fire. Let's go for that as well. Anything else that seems to suit a water dancer? Critical hit chance plus 2 with 2 weapons. Damage resistance minus 1. Let's go there. That'll do us. Okay, so go to River Spring Castle to attend your father's wake. So I'm the son that left this lens flare. James Cameron, eat your heart out. So I am going to attend the wake of my father.
Those bastards are just stupidly following orders.
So where's our objective? Right over the far side of the town. So let's wander through the streets until I find it.
Noble stranger, but I cannot let you walk into certain death like that.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm not sure of the customs in the free cities nowadays, but I wouldn't dream of entering Westeros armed like that. And yet, as the smith labours day and night for us, it so happens that I sell the finest weapon.
Do you now?
Blunt, cutting, perforating. You know what they say, my lord. Don't buy your blade until you know what you plan to stick it into.
Let's see
Tell
the
me more about
perforating
perforating
weapons.
weapons.
An enemy full of holes is considerably less frightening, isn't he? Piercing weapons are especially designed to fight against medium armor, such as chainmail. Do you need more information?
This sounds complicated. Let's see
more
the
about
perforating
perforating
weapons.
An enemy full of
I
holes
asked
is
to
considerably
see
less
them.
frightening, isn't he? Piercing weapons are especially
Why are you
designed
telling
to
me
fight
about
against
them?
medium
I don't see
armor,
any
such as
weapons.
chainmail. Do you need more information?
I don't need to
I
know
have
anymore.
things to do.
Don't hesitate to come back and see me in the Merchant Square. I weep to see you so ill-equipped in this town. And don't forget you'll be wanting armor. After all, no matter the weapon you face, simple clothes will not protect you.
My God will protect me, I'm sure. But thank you for that, you crazy bastard. Where to now? Straight through here, it looks like. What's this guy? Blacksmith. Fuck it, I'll buy direct from the source. Let's have a look and see what he has to sell. There's a perforating one-handed weapon, and they are... Are they an advantage over mine? They are, aren't they? Yes. So let's go for the... this one. You do not have enough coin. I've no fucking money anyway. Right, let's not. Get out of my way. Guards.
It's been coming out of both ends for 2 days now. I
Yuck.
told him to stop eating all those forest roots, but the old boar was just...
Yuck. Back behind us. Can I zoom out the map at all? No. I guess that little arrow is the only way to tell. I like the random conversations that are going along here.
His son, Garwin. So I'd not be surprised if he wants to use his lord's right of the first night. I've seen how he stares at her ass when he comes down into the kitchens.
You're not wrong. Lord Reynold was content.
This is pretty accurate to the books and movies and things, as in it's accurately vulgar. Suits me fine.
Priest, this town is in mourning. Access to the castle is closed during the ceremony.
Not to me, it's
I'm
not.
actually here to attend Lord Sarwick's burial.
I'm afraid that's not possible. I'm under strict orders to only allow entry to close kin. With the
Like
villagers'
me.
current grumblings, we don't want to risk problems.
I am Lord Reynold Sarwick's eldest son, and I am here to attend my father's funeral.
His eldest son? Do you take me for a fool? I have been at my post for more than 5 years, and I have never once seen your face.
It
Then
has
you're
been
bad at
more
your
than
job.
5 years since I left River Spring. Please call on Mr. Harwin. He knows of my arrival.
Well, we'll see about that, but I doubt he'll come here for you. The ceremony's about to start. John, go find Maester Harwin.
Yes, find the maester.
Why has John gone for the Maester?
Ryman, it's me, Alistair.
Several hells. Alistair? Graydon, I told you only family. That excludes peasants, dogs and cravens who abandon their families.
He's not impressed with me. He will let me pass.
Enough, Ryman. However long I was absent, this house is still mine.
How dare you? You disappeared without so much as a goodbye years ago, and now you return as if nothing happened.
The reasons for my exile are mine alone. I owe you no explanation.
I care about your reasons? It's your fault that Lord Sarwick is dead.
How is it my fault?
Your departure destroyed him. He was never the same again.
Your judgment is clouded, Ryman. I can smell the ale on your breath from here.
What?
That was not fucking smart move, you genius. Insult the man, that's gonna go well, like. Right, let's get our water dancer on, eh? I have no idea what half of these skills do. Immobilize your opponent, disorientate him. That's it. Let's disorientate him. Inaccurate. Lovely. My health is going down very quick. I need to find some kind of ability to heal. Ha! Kicked his ass.
Enough. Do you not think we have enough dead here?
Mr. Harwin?
Alistair, finally. I prayed for your return.
This traitor no longer has his place here, Maester Harwin. He abandoned his castle and his family.
7 gods. Get a hold of yourself, Ryman.
Yeah,
I
Ryman.
wrote to him to invite him to Lord Sarwick's funeral.
I prefer to leave than to hear more of this.
Well, get out of here then.
Alistair, what a relief it is to finally see you. I had help from my contacts in Bravos to inform you of your father's death. The funeral will be in the Godswood. The ceremony has already begun.
Why is it not held at the Sept?
It would be if it were not in ruins. River Spring is suffering on all fronts, I fear. Let us go now.
The town is
Come with
pretty
me,
fucked
Alistair.
from the sounds of it,
Let us
isn't it?
speak as we walk.
What
Yes,
happened
let
to you,
us.
Maester? How could my father allow things to get to this point?
You know, after you left, Lord Reynold changed.
Oh, here we go. It's my
He
fault.
began to live more and more in the past and stopped taking care of his duties. Your sister quickly found herself managing more than she should have.
Eliana helped my father govern?
Well, these last few months, she's practically run the house
She's not going to be
herself.
impressed to see the eldest son
In spite of her
return.
efforts, she was unable to slow the inevitable ruin of her lands without a lord. But all is not so dark. Many of your father's vassals remain faithful to their oath.
They'd want to have.
They have all come to the burial in order to honor his memory. We will speak of all this again after the ceremony. Let us make haste, I beg of you.
Very well. Let us ceremony on. Here we go. I guess this is the funeral.
Hello, Red Priest.
This must
I'm
be my
Lady
sister.
Eliana Sarwick, daughter of the late Lord Sarwick. You are just in time for the ceremony.
Doesn't even
Are you
recognize
close
me.
to my father?
You have changed much in 15 years, little sister.
Alistair, why have you returned? We don't need you here.
Told you she wouldn't be
Harwin
happy.
told me of father's death. It was my duty to come.
15 years without any news, and he had to die for us to see you again. You would have done better to stay where you were.
I do not doubt that my departure was difficult for you.
Difficult? To say the least. Your disappearance was our father's ruin.
Everyone's
You know
blaming
how
this
I
on me.
cried after you left, and how long I hoped for news of you.
I am sorry. I left Westeros without once turning back, it's true. I understand your reaction. It must have been unbearable for you, but I had to leave. Know that I never forgot you.
That's easy.
That's
for you
not
to
going to
say.
help.
And you should know that we here learn to live very well without you.
I understand your reaction, Eliana.
I doubt it. Go pay your last respects to father. We will speak later.
She is not happy with me at all.
The eternal outcast now guide you,
You
to the
should follow
Father,
his example.
and may he judge you.
Who is that man?
I believe that is the elder Sarwick, the one who disappeared. He has certainly changed, but I recognize him.
Stop whispering about me. Leave it alone. This is how I pray. They didn't look too impressed with that. Why is he kissing a dead man? And now my sister's gonna have some stern words for me, I imagine.
How could you desecrate our father's body that way?
I
Thought so.
desecrated nothing. I performed the final kiss, the tribute that priests of R'hllor pay to the dead.
You may be a red priest, but you should respect the beliefs of River Spring.
I did not intend to be disrespectful, little sister.
Do not think that it is easy for me to speak with you after all this time.
I understand.
Please, Eliana, listen. I left Westeros without a goodbye, and you have every reason to be angry with me. 15
Do you
years
think this is
ago,
gonna work?
The war that King Robert Baratheon fought to claim the throne forced me to commit deeds which haunt me still. The very idea of returning to you was too painful. I did the only thing left for me to do. I left and began a new life elsewhere.
Just abandon
Not long
everyone.
ago,
Great
I
idea.
received a letter from Maester Harwin telling of father's death. I could no longer hide myself. It was time to confront my past. What I regret the most, Ilyana, is that by fleeing to the other side of the waters, it is you whom I wounded.
All these years, I have thrown a veil over your memory. And you return at the moment when everything is in turmoil. I must be alone for the moment. I will see you later, Alistair.
Well, she's never gonna talk to me again anyway. Bye, sister.
Alistair, Maester Arwen would like to speak with you. He awaits you in the castle courtyard. And if I may add, you should be ashamed of that kiss during the ceremony.
My thanks, Rebecca. I shall go and see him.
That accent. Holy shit, that was terrible. Alright, wench. Let's go to the courtyard then. Maester Harwin wishes to discuss our land troubles with us. Does he? Does he? What makes him think I'm interested and I'm not just fucking off again?
Alistair, there you are. Please leave us. So,
Get out of
you're
here.
not too unsettled by the situation here?
Eliana is angry with me.
I spoke to Ilyana. She has still not accepted my absence.
That's not surprising. She has suffered much since you left. She had toughened against the pain. But now that you are back, she would not know how to react.
Well, at least this guy knows what he's talking about.
I pray for things to improve with time.
You are not the sole cause of her unhappiness. As I told you, Ilyana took over managing the lands when your father began to fade.
And now the
She
town
used
is
heaven
fucked.
and earth to try to get River Spring out of this mire.
But it's
Our
stuck in a
family has
mire.
always served House Lannister with loyalty.
Wait, what?
What have they done to help us?
For 15 years your father refused to speak with them. But after his death, Ilyana requested an audience with Queen Cersei Lannister. The audience did not go well, and the Queen will only help us once River Spring has a new lord at its head.
Oh god.
So your sister worked towards this end. River Spring has belonged to House Sarwick for generations. Ilyana has refused to marry a lord from any other house. So, the Queen has chosen a man for your sister.
Who is it?
Valar, your father's bastard son, your half-brother.
Valar.
Well, I'm not gonna say Queen Cersei would like that kind of thing or anything, but why am I not surprised by that?
To marry him. He shares our blood. How can the Queen condone a marriage which goes against nature?
How indeed.
You realize that if Ilyana were to wed another lord, she would take her husband's name. Being a bastard, Valar has no family name. It was the only solution to keep River Spring for House Sarwick.
Why did the Queen allow this?
Why choose Valar for a suitor? What does the Queen want?
From what I heard while accompanying your sister to King's Landing for her audience at court, Valar distinguished himself through his exploits. I know that the Queen enjoys surrounding herself with strong, devoted men. That is the case for Valar. By giving him this
don't
gift, she ensures
get
his
the
loyalty
impression that
and
Cersei's a
her
fan of
power.
bastards.
Valar was just a squire when he went off to war with me. It would take more than that to be a suitor worthy of our name.
Seeing him return alone from the war, your father blamed him for your disappearance. No matter how much Valar claimed to work for the prosperity of House
Sounds like my
Sarwick,
dad's a bit of a
your
dick.
father wouldn't hear any of it. He cursed him and chased him away from River Spring for good. Your half-brother was mad with rage and left seeking vengeance.
What with everyone leaving this town and just running out of here?
Using education to compensate for his low birth.
A maester cannot become a lord.
He never became maester, but stopped at the rank of acolyte. He learned the art of war, studied the higher mysteries, and forged links. He was then thrown out of the citadel several years later for studying the
So he's
forbidden arts.
a mercenary.
He's been a sellsword ever since. His reputation spread quickly, and royal ears heard of him. In 2 years, He went from simple soldier to the Queen's Guard. He moves
The
in the
Queen's
shadows.
Guard, eh?
The nobles of the court fear him.
Valar, he has taken too much from me already. I cannot just stand by while he marries my sister.
There is something else of which we should speak. I would have liked
More
to
bad
say
news?
that
Really? How
I do
much
not
bad
believe
news
that
can you
your
give me?
father's death was an accident. There are certain indications that lead me to believe that he was poisoned.
Are you sure?
Believe me, Alistair, I know this subject. The Strangler is a difficult poison to detect, but it leaves
Someone
certain
poisoned
traces that cannot
my
be
dad.
caused by anything else.
Why would someone... Well, I kind of know why. He was a lord after all.
And you have no idea who it could have been.
I am not certain, but there are rumors of a
Now, Maester, you know better than to listen to rumors.
This may overwhelm you, but the rumors say that it is your younger brother, Gawain.
Not surprised.
He was but a child when I left.
He and Lord Reynold had some serious quarrels, and he disappeared on the very night of your father's death. We've had no news of him since.
Why? Why would he have done such a thing?
What is with people disappearing from this fucking town?
People are rebelling. Rioting has broken out throughout the town.
With all of this festering discontent, it was only a matter of time before this happened.
What are Ryman and his men doing?
Tell me, does the River Spring Guard have the situation under control?
For now, they are securing the entrances to the castle. Barricades protect us from a direct attack. But the streets are inaccessible to us. We have too few men. The guard is overwhelmed.
Oh
Who
god.
is behind this revolt?
Some guards mentioned a man, a certain Tyrek, who seemed to be leading the rioters. They appear to have gathered at the market.
How did things get this far out of hand?
Yeah, was no one
The lords
watching them?
left the castle after the burial, with their fine clothes and all, whereas the villagers are starving. All of this flaunted wealth must have pushed them too far. Everything erupted. The villagers began to attack the lords, taking them hostage.
You said that the revolt
Take that,
was in
lords.
the main square. We must go there immediately.
Captain Ryman says that it's impossible. Our men are barely managing to keep
Has
them
to be
at bay
another
at the
way.
castle doors. There are not enough of us to attempt an escape.
Where is Captain Ryman?
He is at the doors. He's the one that ordered the barricades.
7 hells! If Ryman deals with it, the revolt will end in flames and bloodshed.
River Spring has already suffered too much. I must join Ryman. River Spring needs me. I will not watch our land fall into ruins without acting.
Very well, but I beg you to be careful. You are a Sarwick. Act as a liege, Lord Alster, and know that your acts will have consequences.
Even though I abandoned this place, people will still give a shit. Right, so our town is under rebellion and my father has been buried. We better get our way over and stop this rebellion. I'm going to call it here for this episode, guys, and next time we'll head to the market square and try and see if we can't stop this rebellion. Maybe kill a few peasants, maybe kill a few lords. It's going to be good. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and comment if you've enjoyed this, and to check us out on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. You've been watching Proceed to Checkpoint in Game of Thrones, and I'm King Lear. Have a great day, guys. Bye.